Hey guys, and welcome to the new episode of Gnomoria with yours truly, Inzainia. And in this episode, we're going to cover safe mining. I'm not actually going to do the mining, but I'm just going to go back over a level because I want to keep this real short. This is going to be about a 5, maybe a 10, 15 minute at most video because it's not yet the first and I still got things to do. But I want to get this out because I had a viewer asking about it and I want to get it out there. So basically what we've got here is this is my area. This is just my leveling. I will show you my entire deal by mining. As you can see, I've worked my way down from the corner like I mentioned, which is the preferred method, the way that I like to mine. Now you can mine however you see fit, but once you surpass -7, you start running into the risk of having things that will spawn in your levels underground. Above -7, nothing spawns. It's all safe. Darkness doesn't matter. All that whatnot. Whodad doesn't. It's irrelevant. But once you get down here to, at least -8, but -7 is usually where I start being safe. Usually what I'll do is at 7 or 8, I'll skip down to about 20 because, you're not really going to find much in there. And you need to get to I think it's 19 or so, maybe 20 before you start getting 10. So I go down there quick. I get down there as fast as I can. I dig the first few levels. As you can see, I'll back out. This has been completely mined. Notice that there are torches everywhere. Basically, I build my torches in 19 by 19 blocks. So if you count in between these, it'll be 19 squares, including the torch. So there's actually 17 squares in between the torches and then the 2 torches. Same thing. And I do this pattern most of the way. A couple times you screw up because things happen, but or you're mining and then your guys have to go eat or something like that. So you'll throw a torch down real quick to cover the dark area. But the majority of it is a square area gridded out, and I have dug out every single block in this entire area except for right here, this cavern. I leave a wall around the cavern. You always leave a wall around the cavern because if I bust through that wall, beetles and anything else can come crawling out into my place. So as you can see, there's a cavern. And if I go down, there's more cavern, which this is my next. I skipped and went down to this level for the copper. But if I go down another level, here's another cavern. This is actually, because if you go to D, or not D, this isn't Dwarf Fortress. If you go to mine walls, notice how it turns gray. You see all that gray? That lets you know that there's cavern there, and you want to dig around that. Now to be safe, if you'll notice, I leave 2 squares around all cavern. Let me put the walls up. There you go. You can see I've left 2 squares around the entire cavern to be sure that I don't accidentally breach it anywhere. And here's another little cavern. That was a little 1 square cavern, just the edge of it. If you go up, it gets bigger. And then there's some cavern. Here's some cavern. Oh, I'd love to get this tin. I'd love to get this copper, but in order to do so, it's going to open up cavern. So you want to leave at least 1 solid set of wall around all of your caverns when you're mining. And you can do that. You can find out where by just doing this, just doing like that. You can see. And then what I'll do there is if you click the button to mine it, notice how it won't select the cavern. So let's grab some more. That way we get all of it. All right, so that is the entire cavern right there. That's it. So once you've selected it, then you can go back and you can go to cancel the job. And what I'll do is, and it's inside the box, the top part of the box. I'll cancel that. Come all the way up, cancel that. I'll come over here and cancel all of that. Come over here and cancel all of that. I'll probably just go like this, cancel all of that. And oops, and cancel them, and then here cancel that, cancel that. And I mean, you could do it however you see fit, but that's how I do it. I usually leave a little bit. All right, and then of course you don't want to dig the outside wall anyway, so I would remove that, and that would all be safe to mine out. Now if I come back, I can see, okay, that's all safe. But there's another cavern here. Or actually, it's just because I'm underground. But, yeah, it's just because I'm underground. So, and that's because I'm trying to cancel. I'm not trying to dig. Terrain, mine, wall. Now, if I come back, I can see that I could get that. So I can get that. I can get that. And then you can continue on with your mining, just like so. So there we go. Now, fortunately, Gnomoria lets you know how big your area is. So you can start out. I'll come up and I'll mine a stair down, build a stair down, which will pop me out here. Then I'll grab in this bottom corner. Number one, see how there's no red or no gray or anything in it, so it's safe to dig out. And I'll go 19 by 19, and I'll click that. Notice how I left the outside wall. They'll mine all that out. When they mine all that out, I'll put a torch here, I'll put a torch here, and I'll put a torch here. Because a torch only does like 8 or 9 blocks, even, accurately, 100% light. So I'll put a torch here, and it goes up for this half, and it'll go for this half, which there is no half for this, but just for safety's sake. And then this torch will blind all this, to do all this, and then half more. Now, for this point, I could just put a torch there and there, and it would do enough brightness in here to be safe. But, like I said, for safety's sake, I put one there, there, and there. Then I would set up, after that's done, after they've dug that, I would dig out another 19 by 19 area. And there you can see it, 19 by 19. So you dig out another 19 by 19 area. When they get dug with it, then you only have to put a torch there and there. You keep doing that, working your way along the path. Now, as you can see here, 16, 17, 18. 18 is the best I can get. I can't get all 19 blocks. So you do 18, and then you put a torch here, and you put a torch here. Now, it's good if you can. Oops, I went the wrong way. It's good if you can, if you have the time, to go through and to mark out all your caverns first, leaving them unconnected. That way you can then, like, say here's one. All right, so what I can do is I can then go to cancel job, and I can go like this. I can go like that. I can go there. I can go there. I can go one more. Okay, and that's pretty safe. That's pretty safely done. And if you leave that, once you are doing, say, your 19 by 19, which I'm just going to garbage them right now. All right, terrain, mine, wall. Say my 19 by 19 is coming along there. There's my 18. There's my 19 by 19. Well, when I get ready to do my next, I would come up like so. See what that is, 6 by 19. All right, 6 by 19. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, 6 from 19, so it would be 13. 13. You'd come up like that, and then the same thing by 13, connecting to just that one block, like that, and then finish it in, and there's my 19 by 19, even though that's there. Now, once this is all dug out, I'm going to have to put a torch here, probably going to have to put a torch here, or somewhere where the torches can't get. So you have to just use your darkness meter, which you've got. I've already shown you how to set it up as a hotkey. You turn your darkness meter on. If you see any red, make sure you put a torch there to get rid of it. Caverns are about the only exception to the 19 by 19 putting the torches in the corner mode. Now you can do this, and if you work your way through, if you work your way through, you will eventually work out this entire thing. Now, here's another little quick trip. I like to, at the beginning of each level, bring these down. Now, that's what I'll do. You don't have to. You can leave it a few levels up if you want. But whenever I strike into a new level, like this, I take and I build a little stockpile here. And then I'll put a couple crates on it. And then I'll set that stockpile to torches. Just by simply right-clicking it, going to goods, down to I'll put food and drink in it also. But torches and food and drinks. So that one's got food and drink, and then in this one it has furniture, torches. You don't have to do this, but if you think, look how far it is back up. So it's a good ways for them to get back up to get food and drink when they get hungry. So if you put some food down here and set up like just set up like 5 or 6 blocks. Don't put a crate on the food one. Just 5 or 6 blocks, maybe 10 blocks, and set it to food. Set a little 2 by 3 one for food, a little 2 by 3 one for drink, and set the priority to 1. That way they'll always, your workers that are hauling stuff upstairs will carry that food and drink down here first, and they'll fill this up and they'll keep it full. Then your miners, while they're mining, can keep going about their deal. And you don't have to worry about them running all the way up just to get a drink, to come all the way back down, mining 3 blocks and realizing, shit, I'm thirsty again. I got to go all the way back up. You don't have to worry about that. They only have to run right to here. If you want, then when you go down another level, you can move that down. I usually do it about every 5 levels or so. I'll move it down again. And then after 5 levels, I'll move it down again and set them up again down there, and then they'll just come and they'll move I'll deselect these and get rid of them, undesignate these, and they'll come down, and my guys will carry the stuff down to the new one. And that's how I mine. That's safe. There will be no darkness following this pattern by 19 by 19, putting torches in the corners, then 19 by 19, and that 19, remember, always includes the last block of the last 19. So it is really a torch, 17 blocks, a torch. Forget about this past. Start with this torch. It is a torch, then 17 blocks, and a torch. So it's really 19, then 18, then 18, etc. But that's all you have to do. You just start with the bottom, with the torch, and then from that torch, which is this block actually, from that torch, make a 19 by 19 grid. Set it off, dig it out. At the corners of that 19 by 19 dug out grid, put a torch, a torch. Then start over here with that torch and go a 19 by 19 grid and then put a torch in the corners. Now you can also start with this torch and go this way if you want to. 19 by 19 grid, put a torch, put a torch. Then you can come across this way. 19 by 19 grid. You can do that to work your way through your entire level. And trust me, I do. I'll see like, oh, there will be a little bit of copper here along this wall, so I'll dig this one next. Instead of just going this way and then coming back and then going over one and this way, you'll end up zigzagging around and stuff. But be careful when you're doing that. And as you can see, I've got a bunch of stone, a bunch of different colors, a bunch of different stuff to build with. I've got blue, I've got red, which I think is bauxite. Yeah, bauxite. You get black, which is basalt. Then you got the serpentine. Then you've got marble, and this is the lapis lazuli. So you got all these different colors now to build with, and there's a ton more. I mean, I'm just scratching the surface. I got all this far still to go down. I've never dug down this far, though, I can tell you that now. So there's a lot more to go and a lot more to do, a lot more to see beyond, level, what is this, level 20? Yeah, negative 20. Negative 20 is where I went to. So you just keep going down, keep digging. Keep on digging, just keep digging. Digging, digging, digging. But that's safe mining. That's how you do it. That's the easy way to do it. Yeah, not much more to say on this one. So hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe. And I will be playing some more Gnomoria probably after the 1st. I'm recording some today, but I'm not going to do all the, to get it all online until after the 1st. So I will see you then. All right. Have a great day.